Hello. Okay, so I just had some random church thoughts that I felt like sharing because, yeah, why not? And hopefully it will help just make people think more in some positive way. So, this was just an observation I had that got me thinking about something else. So, I was at church today, and the beginning of the service, there's always a form of worship. And so, worship team is playing, and obviously, people worship then. And so I was just kind of observing my surroundings, and there were these like 3 or 4 guys around me, and I have just noticed. Typically, I just feel like guys are a little more reserved when it comes to worship, and they don't really like dance around or lift up their hands or sing really loud, things like that. And so I just noticed this one guy next to me started like dancing and just, I feel like just really being himself, like just embodying his passion for God and how he wanted to worship. And he just didn't seem bothered by the people around him. He was just being him, like just his authentic self. And because of that, I noticed the guys around him were kind of like looking over at him and just like, I feel like also observing him. And then pretty soon, another guy kind of starts dancing and just like clapping his hands and just being more outwardly expressive. And then the other guy started doing that, and like pretty soon everyone around the area was just like out of their little reserved bubble and just worshiping. And I feel like the way that they probably wanted to originally, but were maybe just typical fear of man, like just wanting to be cool or fit in or whatever people think, to like not express how they really want to express themselves. And it just got me thinking like how all it takes is one person to be brave enough to just be who they are really created to be and to behave in ways that is truly aligned to their most authentic self. And when you do that, that gives other people courage to do the same. And so I just wanted to say that because I just feel like I will talk to so many people who really hold back in ways that they want to act, like whether it's in how they dress or how they behave around people or basically how they express themselves in whatever way that could manifest itself. And so I just encourage you to be that person that is not afraid to be bold and to maybe look a little different than the people around you. And that even if people give you weird looks or maybe don't agree with everything you're doing, or maybe it's just not their thing, that's fine. But you never know who you're inspiring. Anyway, I got cut off. But yeah, you just never know who you're inspiring. And obviously it's not all about that. But I just want to say that if you have been that person that has been holding back in different ways in your life, in whatever way that could be, to just take that next step of faith and just start behaving in the way that you feel like is truly aligned to yourself. And like, number one, you're just going to feel better because you're actually going to be true to yourself and not abandoning yourself to fit in with the world or whatever you may be potentially doing. But then you just never know how you could be impacting others in a really positive way. So those are my thoughts.